For many of us, keeping things simple is a matter of habit. But for others, it's simply a way to reduce the amount of clutter that surrounds them. Keep that in mind as you explore the many different ways you can reduce your home's clutter with minimalism. Why does clutter become a problem? We often think of clutter as a negative, but it's not the only thing that can be addressed with minimalism. It's just one part of a clear, concise, and organized mindset. If you don't have anything to do with everything, then everything will just fall into place, says craftsman and home decorator Cari Toth. If everything falls into place, you're done. If not, then you can pick up where you left off. A clutter-free home can be everything a home could be. It's organized, clean, and beautiful. Additions such as modern furniture, pictures, videos, and a photo frame are merely distractions that fall into place when the house is complete. A clutter-free home is a home that feels right at home. You can also think of it this way: if your house were a movie, and the movie were a living, breathing thing, then your home would be the living, breathing movie. Tips for minimalism. Don't stress about how much space is left. There's always more space to be had. Although it might seem like an impossible task, you can still try to fill up your home with as little decor and furniture as possible. That way, you don't overfill your home and create an overwhelming space. Don't overthink it. This is a really easy task. You don't need to spend a ton of time thinking about the space you have. It's the space that you want to create that matters. If you have a ton of space, then just spread it out. If you have a little space, then fill it up. If you need more room, then search. If you find yourself stressed about how much space is left, try to find something that makes you feel cozy and at home. In our culture, overthinking things can lead to worrying and overthinking yourself. That, combined with a poor state of disease, can lead to a cluttered mind and a cluttered body. How to effectively maintain your home's minimalism. Making adjustments as needed to keep your home from becoming too full. Don't overthink it. It's easy to overthink things, so don't do that. If you find yourself stressed about how much space is left, or how your couch or the walls in your living room are too dark, or if you find yourself constantly looking in two different directions at the same time, then try to come to an agreement with yourself. Here are 2 tips to keep your home from becoming too full and feeling cluttered. Don't assume everything has to be in one place. Things can and do fall into place naturally when you're the one making the adjustments. If you don't have a lot of room, then have things where you need them to fall. Keep things as simple as possible. This will help you feel less overwhelmed and, at the same time, create a more structured and organized home. Conclusion. Cluttered homes are a common sight in our modern, bustling cities. Every day, we see people rushing from one activity to the next, and then, in a daze, they come home to a house that is too clean and too few items in their baskets. It's a cluttered mind, and it can lead to feelings of anxiety and insecurity. The good news is that there are things you can do to keep your house from becoming too full or too cluttered. Keep things simple as possible. This will help you feel less overwhelmed and, at the same time, create a more structured and organized home.